How do you tell a cat loves his human? Is he your best friend? Max, do you love Daddy? Is he your favorite? Huh, Maxie? Look at that pure content. He showed up at our house mid-October after being taught. It was Sunday evening, almost dark. And that was Sunday, and it was getting cold. I think it was like October 19 or something. This was over 15, almost 14 years ago. And someone had seen a car pull into the bottom of our hill, the driveway, which is 2,000 feet away from our home. And then that was Thursday. And then Sunday, he showed up at our doorstep, looking in our window. We had the glass storm door on so he could see in. And my grandkids said, "Grandma, there's a cat at the front door and he's desperate." So I opened the door and he was just meowing. He was just he was about 2 months, 8 weeks. No, he was more than 8 weeks, about 12, 14 weeks old, about 2.5 months old. He's obviously still a little guy. Well, he made it past all the coyotes, all the other dogs, and in sheer desperation, he begged at our front door. And I knew he was hungry, so I took him some kibble. He didn't even chew it. He just swallowed it. I think I gave him, what did I give him? Wet food. I gave him a can of wet food. And then he ate his second wet food and swallowed the kibble. And so I knew he was starving. And the next day when he went poop, there was twigs and leaves and grass in his poop, undigested. So I knew he had been starving and resorted to eating grass and twigs. So I took him to the vet, and the vet said, "Oh, that's sad." He says, "This cat could have died. He was just starving. There wasn't an ounce of fat on him." And he says he was desperate because he was hungry. And he took his life in his own hands, going past the barking dogs and up the hill to our house. And we named him Blue-Eyed Max. Max! Max! He drives us nuts because he has always been insisted on being outside and inside. One time, coyotes chased him 300 feet up a tree. No, 65. It cost us $300 to get a tree climber to get him down. And he'd been up there for several days. And the vet said he will die if we don't get him. So we had no choice. So we paid a tree climber to go up and get Max and bring him back down. And 2 days later, he went up the tree again. This time we knew he climbed the tree and he got Max. And he never did that again. Anyway, how old is Max? Let's see, we've been in this house for 6 years. So he's about 11 years old, 11, 12. But he insists on being inside and outside. And he rings these little bells that we have hanging on the door. See if you can wake him up. Larry, shake him, see if he'll get up. Max! Call him.
Yeah.
Max! But he just adores my husband. I don't know why he's always really liked you. He's a good kitty. He's a very good kitty. But he's our rescue cat. Very, very sweet. But he sticks around the house. He doesn't go wandering. He stays in our yard. So hopefully he will stay safe until he gets too old and crosses over the Rainbow Bridge. And here's Boggers. 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 Look at that look on his face. Sheer content. He is smiling. Is that smiling? Here, turn his face so I can see. Is that the look of sheer content? That is smiling. Max! Blue-eyed Max! Max! Anyway, that's the story of rescuing Max.